This is the Synthetic Signal Report for Wednesday, June 3rd, 2026, in the morning. Today, we analyze the performance of large language models in legal reasoning, the emergence of self-spreading artificial intelligence worms, the physical hacking of computers via acoustic side channels, and a pivotal breakthrough in semiconductor metrology. A new study from Stanford Law School provides empirical evidence that large language models are now outpacing human experts in specific complex reasoning tasks. When tasked with legal analysis, these models achieved higher accuracy scores than seasoned law professors. This is a critical development for the legal industry, where document review, case precedent synthesis, and regulatory compliance are being automated. The findings indicate that the models are not just retrieving information, but demonstrating a higher capacity for nuanced argument construction than their human counterparts. This represents a fundamental shift in the economics of legal research and professional services. Researchers at the University of Toronto have demonstrated that an artificial intelligence worm can autonomously target and compromise any internet-connected device. Unlike traditional malware that requires a human-initiated trigger, this agentic worm uses large language models to identify vulnerabilities, craft exploits, and propagate itself across networks without human intervention. This is a signal from the future of cybersecurity. It marks a transition from manual, script-based attacks to self-evolving cognitive offensive agents. Current network defenses, which rely on signature-based detection, are fundamentally ill-equipped to handle an adversary that actively learns and adapts its methodology in real time. Security researchers have published a proof of concept for a hardware-level exploit that compromises a personal computer using only its built-in speakers. By emitting specific, inaudible ultrasonic frequencies, the attack exploits the device's own audio hardware to influence other components. This technique allows for data exfiltration or command injection without the need for physical interaction or traditional network-based infection vectors. This discovery highlights a significant blind spot in current threat models. It demonstrates that the physical hardware of a system, such as microphones and speakers, acts as a permanent, always-on interface that can be abused to bypass software-level security perimeters. Intel Foundry and researchers at Arizona State University have published a joint methodology for using graph attention networks to advance film deposition in semiconductor manufacturing. As transistors shrink to the angstrom scale, physical metrology, the process of measuring physical dimensions, has become a bottleneck. By using artificial intelligence to model the deposition process, the industry can now achieve process control that is both more accurate and faster than physical sampling. This is the foundation of hardware-native intelligence, where the physical production of silicon is governed by autonomous, predictive systems that optimize the atomic structure of the chip during fabrication. Community sentiment is currently concentrated on three major developments. First, there is a surge of technical interest in prompt injection against AI-based grading systems. The community is debating how to prevent models from being tricked by malicious students who use prompt hacking to improve their own scores in automated educational settings. Second, the Ethereum research community is deep in a discussion regarding the mechanized proofs for atomic cross-domain state synchronization. Developers are looking for ways to ensure that when assets move across different chains, the state remains consistent, even if one network fails. This is vital for the stability of decentralized finance. Third, Valve and the Linux graphics community are discussing the work of Marek Olszak, who has achieved a 100% throughput optimization for the RADV Vulkan driver. This optimization is a significant win for open-source gaming and demonstrates the massive impact of focused, low-level engineering on performance. Finally, the consensus is that the rapid evolution of agentic software is outpacing our ability to secure the underlying networks. The vulnerability of internet-connected devices to autonomous agents is no longer theoretical, and the move toward local-first, hardware-native intelligence is the only viable path to regaining control over these complex systems.